Hi and welcome to the channel. In the previous video we drew this lovely little castle, but I was wondering, what does it look like inside? Let's knock the door and find out. I hope we're not disturbing anyone.
Go away! Can't anyone get any sleep around here?
Oh, sorry to wake you up. Could we come inside and draw your bedroom?
You want to look at my bedroom? But why? Okay, well, be quick.
Okay, let's get started, but first I want to introduce the pens I will use today. So I'm going to use the alcohol grey markers first. I'm going to use 3 different values, and I will start with the light one first. I will also use 2 grey Pigma Microns. These are quite thin, and I'll begin adding the detail gently, just starting with the grey, moving forward to the black. Once I'm getting a bit of confidence, and I can use the black Pigma Micron, the 0.05. All of these materials will be placed in the description below if you want to purchase them yourself. And I'm introducing a new pen. It's a Uniball white pen, and I can use this to help if I make some mistakes. It's like an eraser, and I can also use it to add detail. So this starting shape is actually quite important that you get this right. So I'm going to have an oval. I don't want it to be very thin. I want to be able to see the detail of what's inside the bedroom. So I need to be looking down at a bit of an angle. So I have to really think about that. That's why you see me doing this very tentatively. And remember, because it's very light grey, if you get it wrong, there's no damage done. So I also want to do the walls of the castle at a slight slant. This is some perspective where it's sort of getting wider at the top. This is like a more interesting shape and way to do this. I've decided to put the entrance at the right hand side here, with the stairs leading up into the bedroom, and I'm going to add the right hand side wall with the grey. So this is called a cutaway scene. I find these really interesting, and there's lots and lots of examples of this on Pinterest, and I'm using a lot of references to give me some inspiration. So at the top there I've added the chandelier shape, and I'm going to place the bed right in the middle, and I've got many examples of references of old style beds. But the important part at the moment is just the shapes, just to get a general idea of where things are going to be placed. I can see that I placed the bed a little bit too far left, and I will correct that later. So the main light source is going to be the singular window on the left, and I'm going to have some stairs leading down from the window. So I don't want it just to be a boring window. I want it to have some stairs just to add some interest to the room. So the more shapes you can add to your drawing, the better. It gives you more opportunity to add details when you get to the detail phase. And I'm really going to take my time and do as much light grey as I can before I get darker and darker. And this is what brings the character to this style of drawing. All these different layers of greys, all these different points of interest. This video is going to be quite long, so I'm going to split it up maybe into 2 or 3 sections, because I don't want to cut anything out. I want you guys to see every single part so you can see how it's done. So I've added the roof, and I'm looking at the little castle on the left just to make sure I capture the same sort of angular shape of the roof. And this chandelier in the middle is going to be really important and interesting. It's going to have candles on it, etc. I'm adding the wood beams here. This is how the roof is constructed. Obviously using some references here to give me an idea of how that could be assembled. So that is it for part 1. We'll move to part 2 in a couple of days. Please don't forget to like and subscribe if you like what I'm doing and would like to support me. Remember, all the materials are linked in the description below, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.